Oh, God, I've been eating so much lately. I feel like such a fat whore. Must be all the kids I swallow. That is a disgusting joke, and I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. Hello, it's me, Violet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it is I, the old, the hoe, the duskety, crustety, bustety ass slut. Hello, you old sluts and whores. Welcome to my boudoir, where the body count is a little low, but my time wasted on Pornhub is higher than R. Kelly's chart sheet, honey. What, too soon? Anyways, it has been quite a few months since I made the first video ranking my least favorite season of American Horror Story to my absolute favorite season of American Horror Story. Now, to this day, that is probably my favorite, one of my favorite videos I've ever filmed. I mean, it must be the fact that I had a beautiful anal bead inside of me the entire time I was filming the video. But I'm also a big fan of American Horror Story, so it might be a little bit of a combo of both things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, both things just blend well together. But now that Apocalypse has come and gone, I thought, it's time, bitch. It's time. Yes. But yeah, I mean, Apocalypse caused quite a stir. People either wanted to fuck it and carry its baby, while some other people wanted to light it up and set it on fire, roast marshmallows on it while they were singing the Star Spangled Banner. You know, it was very divided season. But I'm here to set the record straight, you know, because I'm just the end-all be-all of opinions, you know? I'm just, hello? Is it me you're looking for? But I mean, regardless of what you felt about this season, one thing is unanimous across the board, dueling. Cody Fern needs to come fuck me every day of my life, twice a day, every day, till the day I die. I mean, Evan Peters can join in too, honey. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there into the universe. You know what they say? You gotta speak it out into existence, honey, and it'll come to you. So Cody, my number is... But anyways, now that Apocalypse is done, it's finished, is wrapped up with a nice dark blood red bow, I decided to make a revamped, refreshed, oh my god, pimped out, sexier, hotter, ooh, maybe a little drier. You know, I'm going through menopause. It's a mess down there. Let's not start that conversation. Let's not go there. Let's not do this again. Anyways, it's going to be, juicier, hornier, crazier, wilder. Oof, now I sound like my priest. Oh, grow up. Just jokes, just jokes. Priests don't do that. I read the weekly world news. I was also reading that a UFO landed in Russia. Bitch. Can you believe? That cannot be fake news, bitch. That is legitimate news, okay? Just saying. I'm educated, bitch. I went to school, okay? Anyways, back to the fucking video. This is gonna be a more updated version now that Apocalypse is done with. I'm gonna make a new revamped list including Apocalypse. Where did Apocalypse land? Stay tuned. But I mean, I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit sad because I had invited Sarah Paulson, Emma Roberts, Evan Peters, Jessica Lange, and you know, they were all supposed to come, you know, because I had called them and we, you know, we talk. We're good friends.
Mental institution. Crazy. Bitch needs straight jacket.
But they were busy, you know, they're filming a new season of American Horror Story, and they told me what the new season was gonna be about. They told me that the thing for this season was gonna be... I'm just like really excited for you guys to see this season because this season is gonna be insane. I already saw the first 2 episodes. Yeah, yes. But I'm not gonna lie, this was a really hard list to make because I had to like move things, I had to rearrange some things to make it fit. Now I sound like Caitlyn Jenner's surgeon. Oh, grow up. But anyways, I mean, it was really hard to place Apocalypse because this meant that either a season was gonna be pushed up the list while one season was gonna be pushed ahead of the list. Like, it was just gonna be a, you know, nobody's gonna be completely happy. But I'm gonna be happy because it's my list. But I mean, I did go back to see the seasons all over again. I saw Roanoke, I saw Coven, Freak Show, I saw Hotel, I saw Murder House, I saw Asylum, all of them. I saw all of them because I wanted to see, was like, did some seasons dry up? Did some seasons grow on me like genital warts? I wanted to know because, you know, sometimes you have to go back and see if a season is still holds up. But, you know, did it change my mind? Did it stay the same? We'll find out. But anyways, in order to spice this video up, I didn't want to do the same old thing I did in the first video where I just talked about my least favorite season to my favorite season, talking about why I liked it, why I didn't like it, or what could have been better, what could have been... You know, that was done already. I already did that. Let's move on to newer, fresher, juicier shit. So I decided to not only just talk about why it was my favorite season, but I decided to insert my least favorite episode of that season with my favorite episode of that season to further justify my reasoning for my placement on the list. You know, just to drive it home. Now, starting starting at the top, and by top, of course, I mean bottom. Don't get me wrong, I live for a good bottom, bitch. Don't get me wrong. But just not on this list. Now, if you guys watched my first video, and if you guys remember my reasoning for placing Roanoke at the top, and by top I mean bottom of the list, is because I could not get attached to not one single fucking character in the entire season. There was not one character that I was like, no! Maybe Sarah Paulson's character, but not even that much, let's be honest. But I did, of course, go back and saw the entire season all over again just to make sure everything was, you know, I was still feeling the same way, or maybe my feelings changed about it. I don't know. You never know. See, feelings change, bitch. After watching Roanoke, I still believe that it is the weakest season. I must say that my favorite episode of the season, if I had to pick one, it would probably be chapter 4. Holy fuck balls. Let me tell you something. I needed a Percocet after watching that fucking episode, because I was so gagged from beginning to end. I was gagged. Now, what I loved particularly about this episode was that it showed us the history of the land, the backstory, like where these ghostesses came from, like why are they doing that, like what's the tea with them, all this stuff that we were curious about. It explains, well, mostly it was explained throughout this episode, and I was fucking living in this episode. But I mean, I must say that the main reason why it's my favorite episode is simply because it was fucking crazy. I mean, it left me needing an inhaler. I don't have asthma. The deaths were fucking crazy. It was so, I mean, every episode was really dark, but this one was just like, it was too much. But I was kind of here for it. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of here for it. That was probably the one episode that I was like, yes, bitch, work. But other than that, next. But also, any chance I get to see Lady Gaga in action, bitch, I am there. And anytime Lady Gaga's just in full character, she's gold. Just saying. I mean, nothing will ever beat the Countess, but she was just juicy in the season. Just gonna say that right now. Now, with all good things in life, the bad must follow along, darling. And there was a lot of bad following along this season. Let me just tell you that much. If I had to pick the worst, it would probably have to be the last episode. I know I said that they wrapped the last episode with a nice red bow on top. However, that does not mean that the bow was not wrapped in a 99-cent store wrapping paper. Let me just tell you, that's right. What the fuck? I saw this season again and I was left saying, what the fuck? I knew it was gonna happen, but I was like, what? Hello? Was anybody writing this season? I mean, oh my god, between Lee trying to find Flora, these dumbasses from this fucking bootleg TV show, I don't know, ass chasers, or I don't know what the fuck. All I know is that I was not here for it. Okay. I was just like, Lee, girl, take your daughter, go out the back door, and just run out to Tijuana and start a new life for yourself, ho. You could become like a fucking stripper. Drop it down low and bring it up slow, ho. I don't know, I just didn't get the mentality in some of these characters. Like, what were they thinking?
You stupid f***s. You deserve to die.
I just could not understand what was going on. Anyways, yeah, it was definitely my least favorite episode because it didn't bring it home the way I thought they were gonna bring it. It just left me saying, huh? What? But then again, I still didn't know where this season was going. Like, to this day, I still don't know what, I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, this season was more mysterious than Ryan's secret sexuality. Anyways, moving on to the next season. Ooh, girl. Yep, still Freak Show. That one has not left the building, huh? I watched it again. Yes, I did watch it again. I know. And I definitely fell asleep halfway through. Not gonna lie. But then again, I was going between that and Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club, so... But, real tea, yeah, this season was fucking boring. I stand by it. I could see the season like 3-4 times and it's still gonna be just as boring, if not even more boring than the last time. It was just not for me. It might be for you, it might be your favorite season, it might be one of your top 3. I'm sorry, and I watched it, so I was like, okay, no. I am determined, bitch. I'm gonna watch this season with a microscope. I'm gonna get into it, I'm gonna see what I didn't see the first time. Baby, call me Helen Keller, because I couldn't see it, hear it, or sense it. I can't. But I must say that even though this season bored me to tears, I must say that my favorite episode was probably... Yep, I'm gonna stand by it. Episode 10 was probably my favorite. Episode 10, yes ma'am. It was so juicy. It was, oh my god, all the secrets were coming to life, bitch. It was like, ooh, Jerry Springer on steroids, bitch. It was just so juicy. Baby, this was a full hour of hot topics, honey. All you needed was Wendy to stop by and be like, girl, what's the tea? All the truths were coming out, honey. Oh my god. I live for gossip. Between Maggie showing Desiree what's the real tea with Richard or Stanley, whatever you want to call him, what, you know, I don't know. What he was up to, honey, with the freaks. Oh my god, that scene where Maggie shows Desiree where the bodies were being put. Oh my god, crazy. And of course, this was the episode where Pepper's history, where her mystery, where her misunderstandings were revealed. They were told. I mean, girl, oh my god. And just when I thought I couldn't give a shit about other people, Ryan Murphy had to come and bring this fucking episode up, honey. I mean, this episode cut deep, honey. I mean, I'm telling you, I almost started a GoFundMe page for Pepper. Because I was like, this bitch needs my help. I felt so bad for Pepper.
It's a kiss from me to you. If you get lonely, you hold it to your cheek, and I'll be there. Okay.
Oh, it broke my heart. I was distraught. Now on to the worst episode. Oh, honey. Yeah, there were a few. I would probably have to say it's probably Bullseye. It was pretty bad. Now, here's the thing. I really don't mind watching a telenovela. I live for Destilando Amor, honey. That was my shit growing up. When I was a kid, that was what I was watching, honey. Barney? Who? No. It was Destilando Amor. So, I'm not mad at it. However, I felt like American Horror Story was turning into a fucking soap opera. Excuse me? This is not what I signed up for, boo. No. What the fuck is going on? What, am I watching American Horror Story or like X on the Beach? Like, what is going on? I was expecting horror. I was expecting gore. I was expecting excitement, thrill, adrenaline, scandalo. But bitch, what I ended up getting was crushes, passion, love. No. If I wanted to see that, bitch, I would have turned on the Hallmark Channel. It would have been cute if I was watching another show. But I signed up for American The Horror Story. I want American The Horror Story. But let me tell y'all right now, Dandy stole the fucking show. I don't care what you thought about this season. Dandy was the shit. He was the Tiffany Haddish. He was the Cardi B. He was the Valentina of this season, honey. Cause he ate it up. But I mean, it was fine. Did it get me hard? Not really. I'm still flaccid. But I mean, the only thing that got me really excited was the promo. That was the one thing that I was like, oh, this might be the best season yet.
But you already bought a ticket and there's no turning back now.
Boy, was I wrong. I mean, can we take a minute to appreciate that promo? Oh my god, between the way it was shot and Melanie Martinez in the background. Oh my sweet gay Jesus. That's how you do a promo, bitch. That's how you get people excited for a season. But I mean, I'm being completely honest, that was probably my favorite part of the entire season. I'm not gonna lie. Or the credits. Anyways, moving on to the next, what number are we on? Fuck it. Oh, right, Hotel. Okay, now with Hotel, here's the tea, mama. I liked Hotel. I didn't hate Hotel. I didn't hate it. It's not a season that I'm like, ugh. No. I liked it. I really liked it. And I know some of y'all didn't like it. I know some of y'all were not feeling the shit. But let me tell you something. I live for it. So maybe I saw something that you guys didn't see. Or maybe I'm fucking crazy. I mean, I will say, there were so many plot lines. I felt like I was in a fucking orgy in the South. It was like, what the fuck is going on? This is too much. Too much crazy shit going on. I need a pause. Time out. Take a minute. But now I must say that my favorite episode of the entire season was Flicker. Baby! Now let me tell you something right show. I was raised on old Hollywood glamour, elegance, extravaganza. I was raised on all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? So when Ryan Murphy brought this episode to the table, oh, this episode fucked me on the kitchen, in the fridge, in the toilet, in the bathtub, in the bed, in the I was fucked everywhere. So good. On top of the fact that I am a sucker for a good backstory. Let me tell you something. This episode gave you all the answers. Well, not all the answers, but it gave you like a chunk of the answers to the book, you know what I'm saying? So when they decided to dig deep into the Countess and Rudolph Valentino's backstory and Mr. Mark's crazy fucking ass,
you disapprove.
Girl. And I'm gonna be honest, probably my favorite Evan Peters performance. He was so fucking crazy. Oh my god. But I was so turned on by him the entire season. Don't tell nobody. Just you and me. Oh my god, so hot. Oh my god. I think I'm into crazy guys. I think so. Don't tell nobody. But anyways, on top of his crazy killer escapades, I was hooked. I mean, if I were to recommend any episode in this season, it would definitely be that one, because on top of the fact that I am fully obsessed with the real Rudolph Valentino, by the way, if you guys didn't know, it was loosely based on the real life story of Rudolph Valentino. I was obsessed with that man, with his movies, his eleganza, the way he was just so flamboyant, but also very masculine. He was just so fucking sexy. I was just so turned on by his mysterious sexuality, and the man was so fine. He was probably like the first like hunk, suave man. Ooh, my nipples are getting hard just talking about it. Moving on. Oh, if he crawled out of that casket today, bitch, and told me, Xavier, come get this dick, I don't know if I'd start sucking or I'd faint from the shock, honey. Maybe I'd do a little bit of both. Fuck it. I mean, when in Rome. Anyways, moving on to my least favorite of the season. Ooh, girl. Wait a minute. It might be she wants revenge, or definitely she wants revenge. She wants revenge, something like that. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad episode. It was an episode that didn't really have an arc. It was just an episode that just threw a lot of stuff in it and was just like, let's see if it sticks. Yeah, for me it wasn't it. I mean, it left me saying like, what the fuck? On top of the fact that it was so near the end of the season that you were just like, girl, we need to answer these questions. Like, stop leaving all this mystery. Like, what's the tea? I don't think I still fully know what's the tea with this hotel. All I know is that my ass ain't going to Hotel Cortez. I don't care if Jason Momoa is laid up in bed, oiled up, calling my name, honey. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, I might die that day, honey. Now on to the next season. Ooh, honey. I can feel the dislike button being pressed on this video as we speak. Okay, now after long, hard, rough deliberation, I've come to the conclusion that Asylum will land in the middle of the pack. Now, wait. Don't light up your torches, honey. Now, as I explained in my last video, I said that I actually lived for this season. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was juicy. I thought it was so dark. It was horrific. It was just too much at times. I mean, it was so fucking twisted. I didn't go to my therapist for a year after that season ended because I thought that my therapist was gonna send my ass to a sanitarium, honey. Honey, I was like, get away from me, you Nazi! Yeah, he called the cops on me. Anyways, this season has so many twists, this and turns, honey, I needed to stop and breathe, honey. I needed to watch Ratchet TV because this was too dark. I mean, it was just so dark, so demonic, so satanic. I mean, I get enough of that watching a White House briefing. Anyways, my favorite episode of the season, hands down, honey, I didn't even have to think twice about this, honey. Oh, it had to be I Am and Frank Part 2. Part 1 was good, but Part 2 took the cake. Baby, this episode was so good, honey. I had to call 911, honey. I need to back up because I fell so hard. I ended up in the 7th floor, honey. I live in the 10th. Now, what I loved about this episode, it was that the characters were just explained so well. Like, the arc was done so beautifully. You got to know a little bit more about each character and just like, you were going on this slow ride and you were like, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Ah! This episode, written to perfection. It was just like masterful how this episode went down. I felt like I was being wined and dined by a nice gallant gentleman, you know what I'm saying? And then after the night is over, you get home and then it's like right as you're about to open your door, he sticks his dick in your mouth and he's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Girl, it was just so crazy. And the reveal at the end of that episode. Oh, let me tell you, I was in a coma for a week after that episode aired. Now, I mean, not just because of the reveal, but also because of Sarah Paulson's scream. Honey, that'll have anybody in a coma. Yo, that episode was fucking crazy. Oh my god. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this season didn't really have a bad episode. I'm being completely honest, there wasn't a bad episode that you were like, ooh girl, really? But if I am gonna name the least of the best episodes among the season, it would probably have to be Continuum, which was the second to last episode of the season. The reason why I probably say that is because Ryan Murphy has this thing where right before a season ends, he has this thing about throwing all this shit right in your face and leaving you saying, girl, clarity? Ryan Murphy does not believe in clarity, honey. He believes in mystery. Although I do believe that this season ended beautiful. Like, it was so well written right up until the end. It was just like, ooh, yes. I mean, at the time, I was really worried. The first time it aired, I was really worried. I was like, oh god, they're gonna end the season a full-on car crash. But I can't hate the episode because, I mean, I was able to see Evan Peters' ass. And I mean, anytime I can see Evan Peters' juicy, plump, amazing ass, it's a great episode. Even though he was covered in blood, honey, I don't give a fuck. I would've licked that blood off, honey. Oh my god, that man was so fine. I don't know what squats he does at the gym, honey. I don't know what workouts he does, what bike he uses. But honey, that butt was sitting up high and mighty. Baby got front and back. Now moving on to the next season. Now, cults. Let's talk about cults. Yes, let's do this. It feels kind of weird putting cults higher than Asylum, but the thing with me and Cult is that Cult was more of my style of horror, where it had a mixture of campiness and the horror aspect, which I love that combination. Whenever you include campiness and horror, genius. But then again, I'm gonna say this again. If it wasn't for those fucking aliens in Asylum, Asylum would have been easily number 3 or 2. Not gonna lie, because it's a really amazing season. But those aliens, those fucking aliens, can they go home? Anyways, Cult was such a fucking wild season. Oh my god. I mean, this season left me really questioning my sanity because I was just like, oh my god, somebody's coming after me. Somebody's coming. I was like, no. Somebody's after me. Somebody's after me. I gotta be excused. I couldn't go to sleep for a month because I thought there were clowns in my closet. I nearly shat my pants 4 times throughout the season. I'm telling you, I couldn't open a medicine cabinet because I thought somebody was behind me when I closed the shit in the mirror. It was too much. I'm sorry, I can't. This season was fucking crazy. But I loved it. But anyways, on to my favorite episode of the season. It absolutely, looking back at it again, I really was fascinated with Midwestern Assassin. Mideastern? Midwestern. No, Midwestern Assassin. Okay, yeah, Midwestern Assassin. I don't want to get the regions mixed up, honey. I remember when this episode first aired. I remember the whole controversy with this episode being omitted. I don't know if it was the whole episode. I think it was like just that opening segment where it was like cut off, because I think it was a few days prior there was an actual shooting that they had to take it off because we're like, oh no, this is too close to home, bitch. We can't be showing this shooting and then a shooting happened a couple of days prior. Too dark, too real. But I mean, aside from the crazy shit, I mean, this episode, it was, oh my god, aside from the fact that I got to see Evan Peters' fine, sexy ass, oh my god. It was just a mixture of horror and sex. Two of my favorite things, honey. But I mean, throughout the entire episode, I felt like Allie. I felt like everybody was plotting something against me. I thought like people were coming out and get me, and I'm sorry, I can't. Thinking about it, I just get paranoid. I feel like somebody's behind me right now. I don't know. I just can't. I can't even think about it. It's too much. But I promise you, after watching this episode, you will feel horny and paranoid all at the same time. Now on to my least favorite episode. Oh girl, I don't even have to think about this, honey. Do you? Do you really have to think about it? Valerie Solana's Died for Your Sins. Oh my god, what a waste of time. That's an hour that I will never get back. Throughout that episode, I changed the channel twice and went to see ESPN. I saw televised sports because of this episode. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you come here, come closer. I watched sports over that episode. That's how bad the episode was. When this old gay right here watches sports over American Horror Story, you know there's a problem. Do you understand what I'm telling you, America? Horrid, rotted, gutted. Anyways, this episode was pointless. It didn't add anything to the season. That's when you know this episode was really bad. When you take something out and it would have made the season that much better. It was horrendous. It was tragic, and I never want to speak about this fucking episode again. I'm gonna say this once, and that's it. I don't want to talk about this episode anymore. I hate it. I can't stand it. Oh my god, get it out of my face. Get it out of my face. Next. Now on to the season that had everybody buzzing, dueling. It had people soaked in their panties, and it had some people scratching their nutsacks in confusion. Yes, that's right, my dear children. Apocalypse has landed, and it made the top 3. Now you don't understand, bitch. I was debating for so long where to place Apocalypse. I was like, okay, it's either gonna be at number 5 or at number 3. So I was like, girl, this is gonna be hard. But I was like, you know what? Let me just c'est la vie, when in Rome, whatever the fuck others saying you say when you're gonna do something crazy. It's just like, let's go. I've made my decision. I said what I said. I did what I do. Now this season was right up my alley, because it was basically a Coven 2.0. It was just that season.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
And now I know some of y'all were like, why? Why? But I must say that this was such a fun season. This season had so many interesting plot lines. The characters were amazing. The setting was spectacular, darling. The magic, the devil. Oh my. But can we talk for real? Can we talk the real shit? Cody Fern made the season the season. I don't care what you felt about this season. You may have hated it. You may have loved it. You may have thought it was okay. But one thing's for sure, Cody Fern is the reason why this season is that bitch. Now when picking my favorite episode for this season, I mean, there were quite a few episodes to choose from, because I did love quite a few of the episodes. But when I think about it, my favorite episode had to be, could it be Satan?
Satan! Satan!
Now let me tell you right now, this episode left me quivering so hard I couldn't walk for a week, honey. I was just like it was so amazing. Oh my god, between the Coven being reunited, we were finding out more backstory of the Coven, we were finding out where they left off, and it also showed us the backstory of Queenie, like where Queenie was left, and all this craziness that happened in Hotel when she went, remember that whole, yeah. And also Michael being found and discovered and being believed to be the next Supremo. I mean, this episode had so many things going on, like it was like, ooh, but it was told, it was told beautifully. That episode was the episode for me, hands down. I mean, what more could you want? You have the old gang back together, the Antichrist rising up from the ashes, Madison D. Montgomery and Sears working as a clerk.
You're a snack, and I haven't had a good dicking in forever.
What more could you want? I don't know. I don't know if your standards are raised a little too high. Now on to my least favorite episode. Now this is more than my least favorite episode. This is an episode that really got me upset. I almost broke my TV because I was throwing dishes at this shit. Yeah, this episode left me really upset. I'm not even gonna lie. Sojourn. What the fuck? Recontra coñazo. Excuse me for cursing in Spanish. That only comes out when I get really, really upset. It just comes out. I apologize. I apologize to all the children watching. I'm so sorry. Go run to your mother. Now, the thing that really got me upset with this episode is the fact that it could have been told in 10 to 15 minutes. Like, okay, he was found by the dark church. He was lost and he was found. And then he was led to that Cali Valley with Dumb and Dumber, where he was able to make meat into the robot that led him to make whatever choices he made and was his right-hand woman. That took you a whole episode to tell? Girl, I could have said that in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, fuck it. It just did not add anything to the season. It was just like, who? What? Like, girl, you really need a whole hour to tell me that bullshit. You know what? I need to move on before I get even more upset and throw a tea. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like fighting, bitch. I'm gonna turn into New York any minute now. Ooh, I'm gonna flip some shit. Now, moving on to the next spot, the number 2 spot, of course, is Murder House. What more could it be, bitch? It's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, this was really hard, because how could I choose my favorite episode from this season? There were so many amazing episodes this season. But darling, it had to be done. Now, thinking about it, my favorite episode, now, not that it was the best episode, critically acclaimed or whatever, it was just that it was my favorite episode. It had to be Rubber Man. For the simple fact, ooh, oh my god, I mean, that was the episode that Rubber Man was finally revealed. Yes, yes. Spoiler alert, it was Dr. Phil. Now, what I loved about this episode was the fact that, aside, of course, from the kinky shit that I live for that, don't get me there. I love that this episode went from really funny, sitcom-y humor.
Who is Jungle Jim 4322 at yahoo.com?
To then being, oh fuck, I think I need to commit myself because I feel like I'm going crazy. Like that. But also what I loved is that this episode perfectly encapsulated what American Horror Story is at its core. It's sexy, it's horrific, it's gory, with a wicked sense of humor. And that's what I love about American Horror Stories. All those things together make up an amazing season. Now on to my least favorite episode of the season. Now, oh girl, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for saying this, but it had to be the pilot. Now here's the real tea. It's not that it was a bad episode. Actually, a really good episode. It's just that compared to all the other episodes in the season, it felt like the weaker one. It felt like that ugly sister that you're like, oh girl, you know, you can't go out with us. I'm sorry. Because they're so beautiful. Girl, it's like, it was such a good season. But yeah, it's just that compared to the other episodes, felt a little flat. Yeah, baby. Again, it's a really good episode. It's just that when you compare it, it's probably the least favorite.
Don't make me kill you again.
And now, on to the best. This is the only season, the best season. Ooh! My favorite season, darling. It is Coven. To this day, there is not a season that I love more than Coven. And why, you might ask? Well, let me tell you why, darling. It's because it was funny. It was a little dark. It was female driven. It had so much pussy power, honey. Ooh! It was so good. The amount of bad bitches in one season, honey, it was just too much to handle. I couldn't take it at some episodes because I was like, oh girl, wait. And I'm gonna tell you, I saw the season again right before filming because I was like, let me make sure I still feel good about this season before I put this shit at number 1. And let me tell you, yes, it does hold. It does hold. It do. With the exception of like 1 or 2 episodes, it's a pretty fucking good season. Whew, it just gets me hot and bothered, bitch. It's just such a good, oh my god. It's a reason why it's still so referenced to this day, even seasons after. It's just such a really fun season. It really is. Now on to my favorite episode of the season. Oh, this was so hard. It was so hard. That is why, bitch, it was a tie. I couldn't pick just one episode this season. I'm sorry. I know some people were like, what? This bitch put a Coven at number 1? Yes, I put Coven at number 1. Fight me. But anyways, with my favorite episodes of Coven, it definitely had to be Boy Parts and The Sacred Taking. Baby! Those are the only 2 episodes that I have seen that have left me gagged, gooped, God bless, all the above. Oh my god. And the reason why those 2 episodes made the list of my favorite episodes of the season is for one thing and one thing only. Jessica V. Lange. Praise thee. Thank you, Jesus. Let the church say amen. Thank you. The bitch just dominated the screen. When she was on a scene, there was nobody else in it. I don't care if there was 30 people, 2 people, I don't care who it was. She was the only one. She was the one. It was just her attitude. It was just the way she walked, the way she twerked, the way she blessed the scene. Oh my god. Oh my share. There is no one else that could have played Fiona Good other than Jessica Lange. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't care how amazing of an actor you are. It takes one kind of ballsy ass woman to play Fiona Good. Because that's a cold, heartless snake right there.
I mean, maybe in another century, you could have 2 shithole salons.
Because you have to be so vicious and vain and just evil, but you also have to be lovable, because at the end of the day, we want to root for you. It's not supposed to go together, but it goes together so well. My favorite character of the entire American Horror Story franchise is Fiona Good, just to let it be known. But with The Sacred Taking, when they finally think that she died, and they're like, oh, whew, Fiona's gone, honey, let's go. Think again, bitch. Baby Miss Fiona shows up like, hi.
So where is this gifted little swamp witch that everyone's been talking about?
God, that was so good. Thank you, Jesus. Now on to my least favorite episode. Ooh. Sorry, Jesus. Well, that would have to be the season finale. Yeah. It wasn't it. It just wasn't it. It just didn't go the way that I thought it was gonna go. Yeah, it just left too much in the air. And it felt like they were just like juggling a lot of shit, and they were just throwing shit on the wall and see what stuck, and it was just like a lot of unanswered questions. Again, it didn't end the way I thought it was gonna end, but if it ended the way that I wanted it to end, there wouldn't have been an apocalypse. Let's just say that's how dark and brutal my season ended in my mind. I'll just leave you with that, okay? But it just left me with major blue balls. It left me wanting more. It left me like, ooh, give me more, bitch. And then it was just like, oh, okay, I guess. Because you know what thing with me is, when I think of American Horror Story, I think of dark, I think of brutality, I think of gore. And so when you have a happy ending, it leaves me saying like, okay, it's a happy ending, but I want death. Escándalo. But I mean, it's still my fave, so let's not even go there. It's not a debate. But at the end of the day, it is a season filled with so much humor, so much camp, so much femininity, so much eloquence, so much juice that, I mean, how could you?
The only thing you have to be afraid of is me.
But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you liked this video. Again, I love American Horror Story, and I truly want to know, what were your favorite seasons? What were your least favorite seasons? Did you enjoy Apocalypse? I want to know. But anyways, guys, that is all for today's video, and now it's time for me to go and see how many ping pong balls I can fit in my asshole. But before you go, if you like this video, bitch, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you know when I'm making a video. Just saying. It can hurt. But of course, don't forget to keep it right, keep it tight, and I'll see you until next time's Duelings. Bye.